This might only be heard with external headphones again. Um, it's I wanted to talk about something I just saw on YouTube and something else, but I just saw an interview with probably the most famous movie star there is, and right away the interviewer asked her a question about her children, and then she started following that question with clips from her movies that were insults to her. But before, in between that, they went to another interview, which from the original interview was edited itself and then put on YouTube. So all around there's manipulation in the type of format of interviewing that is much more subtle than a show like Maury Povich and its intent, and it can cause great harm to society later on, even greater harm, and it's not seen through by people who watch it some people don't see it on a conscious level. And then politicians do the exact opposite. They parade their families before the public. And the interviewers, right away, the stars, which is much more dignified than, not dignified, it's a wrong word, but protective of their families. And so, first question the interviewer asks, I wanted to say something last of all about honesty itself, is that, that's a word that's very surface leveled, and that this, if you get beyond the reason why you're being honest, is it to manipulate the situation, which I think everybody does. I think that's all human, and you try to find another level of honesty beneath that and above that. It would be kind of like the opposite of what this coolness that comes about from interviewers. But it's almost impossible to do. It's because even right now, I might be myself trying to look good or something, and that's how do you get to that level of honesty where there's absolutely no reason for why you're being honest other than just to be honest. And then you could have Christmas on Earth, and that's part of the opposite of what schizophrenia becomes, if that makes sense, because it's due to horrible treatment during childhood either by other kids or families or something, and that's not what the psychiatrists and the people, the powers that be, say that schizophrenia is. It's not. It's on a societal level, these medications are very dangerous because they take away, especially the old ones, and I noticed one new one does it too, Risperdal, which is the one that might have led to what happened 4 years after, began happening 4 to 5 years after. And Risperdal is it's advertised as being a medication that controls anger, That's the opposite of what you saw 4 or 5 years later, after the drug would have begun making permanent chemical changes in the brain. Plus the fact of, I got a lot of things I wanted to say, but the masks. If you can't see the human face, with these new masks for COVID, that's going to have an effect. 2 years, I would say, down the road, where another series of horrible shootings take place. And I thought that when they started using the mask 2 years from now, this is going to have terrible consequences. So I'm going to call this off the cuff, I think. And I'm just going to say what's on my mind without writing it down first. Maybe twice. Because the first time I'm going to mumble so much. And the second time I get my thoughts together without the mumbling constantly. So that's what I just did. So this is much shorter and it's much more compact, and maybe more people will see it. So God bless and peace, and see you later. Oh, I found this hat. I don't remember buying it.